So we're going to start with the clean face, and now I'm going to moisturize and prime the skin. I've just mixed my primer and my moisturizer together so that for expedience sake, just to kind of hurry it along. After that, I'm going to then put on my foundation, which is Black Radiance in 8414. Now I'm going to start with using short strokes to fill in my brows and then define them and shape them by using short strokes with a brown pencil. I'm now going to take a brush and just blend the color through so it won't look so drawn in, look more natural like the hairs that they are mimicking. Now I'm using a very small edge brush. I'm going to use that with my normal concealer, Estee Lauder's Double Wear in color number 5. I'm going to use that right in the height of it because that's where I'm going to define it mostly. Then I'm going to blend down. Now I'm going right across the top with that same brush to just kind of define the brow just a bit more because I do want this to be more of a sharp look because I'm actually going to use a lot of light color. So I'm just being really careful about how I'm defining my brow because I do want it to be um, more precise than in other looks. Now that I've got the brows kind of looking the way that I want them to, I'm going to actually soften the definition of my concealer using my powder. This powder is closer to a mix of my skin tone and the concealer so that it still has, it keeps the light effect that it has, but that it's more natural because it's closer to my skin color and doesn't give me that particular look where it looks like I've just got them done, but it does look very neat and defined. All right, so now I'm going to use my NYX base. It's going to really work well towards making sure that the color stays true on my eyelid and also helping with non-crease. Now I've dubbed this color with a flat eyeshadow brush. I've actually mixed Cleopatra and Honey Graham Cracker because I do want some yellow elements from Cleopatra, some golden elements from Cleopatra, but that warm matte thickness that Honey Graham has. So now I'm going to take grape and I'm actually going to blend that into the corners. I'm going to start with just small tiny strokes and then I'm going to actually blend it over into the corner of my mid crease area. I'm making sure to blend it into these two colors. Because they're two colors, I definitely want to make sure they're blended softly first to make sure that they work properly. Now I'm going to take the blending brush that I originally used to blend in my highlight and start blending it in again, as well as making sure that it's well blended with the mid-tone color, making sure that it looks neat and that there's no bleed over instead of being blended. So now I'm going to take POW and actually blend it right into that gold color or yellow base color that we created, and right next to the grape I'm going to blend them all three together so that it's more gradual. Highlight time, so I'm going to use Estee Lauder's Double Wear Concealer in color number 5, and I'm just going to do more of a natural highlight than a deep highlight. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer where needed and where the light hits, and then blend out as well as set with my powder. I'm now going in with chocolate with a small, petite blending brush just along the sides of the nose. Chocolate is a very soft brown and blends naturally into the skin and will help me define my nose a lot better. All right, so after defining the nose a bit more, we're now going to actually still contour and highlight. I'm just actually, instead of using just the concealer, I'm just using the light powder underneath our contour so that our highlight will stand out a little bit more, and it'll actually help develop the face to be more sculpted once it's light, dark, light. Now I'm going to take chocolate and a angled brush, and I'm actually going to do my contour. My contour is going to start around the head of the forehead and around my cheeks, just to kind of blend in with that cheeks in order to develop the more sculpted look, and then under the chin to kind of take away from any extra heaviness or extra skin, just to really sculpt this look out. This will help the eyes pop even more. So now I'm actually going to apply Pretty to the cheeks. I'm going to blend it in more so into the contour to make sure that I keep the sculpt correctly, but also because I do want more color as well as it goes well with the eyeshadows that I've chosen and will help warm up the face as well. Now that that's blended in, I'm now going to apply a diffuser brush to blend everything all in together to make sure that it's homogeneous and is not just a couple of different spots on my face. After that, we're going to apply the lip color Candy Coated. Now, after I've applied the lashes, I'm just going to now make sure that the bottom lashes have a nice thick coat of mascara on the bottom so that they'll similarly match and actually make sure that our eyes appear very wide, bright, and focused. And that will be all. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions about how to create this look, please go to lushinverdant.com for products or questions or suggestions. Have a great day.